Keeping an eye on religious freedom. We know it's been under threat here in the United States, and that it is the first of all American freedoms. In too many nations around the world, oppression, torture, and even death for one's faith is commonplace. It is a particular threat against Christians in Muslim-majority nations like Pakistan. Now, a brave group of Pakistani Muslims is speaking out in a new short documentary to defend and protect the Christian community there. It's an inspiring occurrence here. It's an inspiring film. The film is called Faith Under Fire, which explores how Christians in Pakistan are being targeted. And joining me now is a woman featured in that documentary, Anila Ali. She is chair for the Women for International Religious Freedom Pakistan and the president of the American Muslim and Multi-Faith Women's Empowerment Council. Anila, it is wonderful to see you. You and I saw each other with Ambassador Brownback in Washington a couple of months ago. This is exciting in some sense that many Americans and Christians might be surprised that Muslims are standing up to protect the Christian community. Tell us about the film.
Thank you so much for having me. And, you're absolutely right. When we met at the IRF, a lot of my Christian and Jewish friends were asking me, why are you doing this? And we said, why not? I believe in religious freedom. I came to America to practice my religion freely. And the occurrences around the world and indeed in our country have moved us to our core to do something about persecution of Christians, persecutions of people with conscience, persecution of people like us in America who cannot go to mosque because we have a different viewpoint, because we believe in America and we believe in everyone having the right to religious freedom.
Right.
Well, it's time for all of us to act.
What are we seeing happen in places like Pakistan to the Christian community there? Give us some examples.
Well, what I want to tell you is my own eyewitness account. I'm the Religious Freedom Roundtable chair for Pakistan, and I've been working on building community with the interfaith community and strengthening the faith communities in Pakistan since 2014. And I saw like the Christians were, really happy that they had a voice, that they had a platform. IRF is promoting them. And obviously they have Islamists, they have terrorists there, and they didn't like that. With the growing Islamism in the world, especially in Pakistan, with the terrorism being their number one root cause for all of this, there were mob attacks in the cities where Christians live. And, I have believed since the birth of Pakistan that Christians are the most patriotic minorities in Pakistan. They are not. I don't want to see them as Christians. I believe that they are the educators of the Pakistanis. They are more patriotic than any other Pakistanis I meet. And they were attacked one fine day. They didn't know these violent Islamist mobs came into their homes. Some of them might be their neighbors, and they burnt their homes to cinders. Their women had to hide in the villages. They burnt 40 churches with such vile hatred that I had not witnessed. And when I went through, the homes and the churches, I stood there gasping at like, what hate could make you do this?
Yeah, why would that happen? And, the documentary Faith Under Fire, it dives into that Christian persecution in your country. You're also featured as a voice in the film. As a Muslim woman, what kind of risks are you and the other folks that are involved in this taking by speaking out against Christian persecution?
Well, you can imagine that I have fatwas from the Iranian regime to Hamas to Hezbollah because of the fact that I call them out. The producer, who is, a dear friend, Wajid Ali Sayed, a renowned journalist from Pakistan, he has threats. Not only that, in mosques here in Pakistan, in many Muslim countries, we're ostracized. We're called agents of America, sometimes agent of Israel. All these conspiracy theories, they abound everywhere. And just because we're standing against the persecution of Christians, all we're asking is, look at the blasphemy law. It was
Right.
created to protect the minorities, and now it's persecuting them. And all these mobs, temporarily they were jailed, they were arrested because of public pressure and our pressure in the United States. But then what happened? The perpetrators were not prosecuted. They were released on the streets again. And so it happened again. This
Yeah.
was 2023. And again in 2024, I
So
went to Pakistan to face my Christian brothers and sisters and say, I'm sorry, I failed you. The world
it's
has
really
failed you.
amazing that you're doing this because you are taking such a tremendous risk. Christians are only about 2% of the Pakistan population. The government says that they're helping, but you're telling me it's clearly that they're not really doing anything about this. Anila, where can people watch this film?
It is available on YouTube, and we've made it free and accessible. And I ask all my Christian community to show it in churches. And we as Americans can get together and pressure the Pakistani government to hold these perpetrators responsible and protect the minorities. I mean, the whole point of Pakistan's birth was so minorities could actually enjoy
right.
religious freedom.
That's right. And I just think it's so inspirational that Muslims are standing up for Christians in the way that you're doing this together with your group. Anila Ali, Chairwoman for International Religious Freedom Pakistan, thank you so much for everything that you're doing to protect these Christian communities. And folks, watch the film. It is very, very powerful.
Thank you so much.
God be with you. Up next, helping vets deal with